Hi everyone, welcome to How to VLAN channel. This is DB VLAN stream. Today in this video, we are going to see how to configure Oracle Key Vault backup. So you might have gone through the previous chapters about how to set up Oracle Key Vault, how to migrate a key from existing wallet-based or file-based TDE key store to OKV. Now we need to secure the environment. So be it a multi-master or a standalone environment, standalone you definitely need a backup. Be it a multi-master, though you have an active copy already available, even if one machine goes for a toss, you have another machine. Still, on a disaster recovery situation, you need a backup. So, this backup can be local or remote. It's up to you. The remote backup is preferred for even in any case, standalone or multi-master, active and standby configuration. The remote backup is always preferred because you're keeping the backup outside the machine. Let's go through the procedure first. As usual, we do. First, identify the target remote server. So, in the remote backup configuration, the backup will be kept in an external machine. So, you have a server, but the backup of the OKV is kept external to the machine. So, it's in another machine. And so, as soon as you identify the other machine, you need to have some prerequisite to fulfill. You need to know the username and password of the remote server to which you will connect for the remote backup, and you will store the backup. That's first thing. And you need a destination with the necessary backup space. I mean, the space to keep the backup. So there is a disk space needed. So I have already created all of that. These are the commands that I used. I already identified the machine. This is the machine, my remote machine. So these are already prepared, and it's up and running. And this is the one. So if you see here, this is my remote machine, and this is the destination I have access to. I am the owner, so I will say I'll create a directory in the name of the backup destination. Right, this is my destination path. Alright, let's go over. So create an additional disk space for this backup with the necessary user account. We already created the backup disk space. We already know the username and password. So let's go on to the next step. Go to OKV Web Console and perform the following operation as system administrator. So there are two steps in the scheduling the remote backup. First is to create the remote destination. Second is to schedule the backup. If you already have a remote destination, you can create as many schedules as you wish. One-time backups or periodic backups. It's up to your choice. So these are the two types of schedule backups that you will have. One time means the backup will start only once, and then once it's done, that's it. When the schedule time passes. Periodic backup, every time the schedule is passed with a repeat interval, you will have the backup kicked off. And there are various types of, I mean, there are two types of backup: full backup and cumulative incremental backup that we need to develop. We need to dive much more in deep. So first let's go into, and then various status of the backups are active, ongoing, past, and done. We are going to see all of that. So this is the web console. I am logging in as an user who has a system administrator access. So I don't have role segregation, so all my users are controlled with only one user. So the user is logged in. Wait for the screen to load. Alright, we logged into the machine. Let me start over Docker. Alright, so we have the Word document open as well. I want to collect a screenshot. So first we log into the web console. We logged in. And we go into the system. This is as per the R. And you can see there are two alerts already, four alerts. Let me show you what they are. See, I'll zoom it a bit. Two nodes never had a successful backup or ever had a successful backup for at least configured number of days. So we already have an alert we need to address. So let's, so what it says, the document: create a remote destination and the procedure for it. I already took a notes. So creating the remote destination, this is what we need to do. Okay, we console system settings. Let's wait for the screen to load. All right, settings. So go into the settings. So we are in the settings tab. We take a screenshot of this. It's settings tab. So you see backup and restore. This is the option we need to select. Backup and restore. This is a system backup page. So this is what they say, system backup page. You have a system backup page. Take a screenshot of this, as if at all we need it in future for some other reason. You already have a document. So and then go into manage backup destinations. So go into the manage backup destinations, and you don't have anything. We have only a local destination. So let's take a screenshot. Local is by default created. I don't know where it keeps though. Let's see if I go here. Does it show where it creates or anything? It doesn't show anything, isn't it? So let's go back. Cancel. So system backups there. Go to manage backup destination and click on create. So that's what it says, right? Click on create. Let's create the destination. So so the destination name is the first task. This is the destination name and it is SAP, and the destination host is SA1. Policy, there is no option, we have nothing to select. So you can see, just take a so we cannot take it. Okay, fine, leave it. And the remote host server IP, support number, host, I think we don't have an option to enter the IP, so better I'll enter the IP directly instead of hostname because I don't have DNS. And the destination path, ensure this destination path is unique, guys. If you keep multiple OKV backups on the same machine, this destination path should be very unique. If you end up keeping the same destination path for multiple OKV servers, there is a catalog file which is called OKV backup dot let you know the back catalog file name. There is a catalog file which gets overwritten if you keep multiple backups on the same server. OKV backup.manager mgr. So this file is getting created in this directory. If you keep multiple OKV machines to send backups to the same directory, then this file will be getting overwritten and you will lose the backup. So I mean at least the backup information. So don't do that. Let's do this. The destination path. It's unique because I gave the host name here in the path itself. So this is done. And username. So I have collected already everything. We are going to use password based authentication. So I just type the password. Alright, let me just check if the password is valid. Let me see. Right. Very good. It works. So we have so this is the final screen with all the information we need to populate. So all are populated. And now let's go ahead and click save. the destination is saved. Invalid destination name, it doesn't accept a very long name, I think. So let's keep it as remote backup dest1. Okay, so I change the name to accommodate the name. Let's see. Password must have somebody. Okay, I think we lost it. It doesn't accept. Oh, I think the underscore may be accepted. Dash is not accepted, I think. Come on. Let's see. It does something now. Yes. So it's not remote dash, it's instead remote underscore backup destination. Underscore backup underscore dest1. I'll change this. Remote underscore. So no dash is allowed. This is never mentioned in the Oracle docs, so just be aware. Underscore is only supported, not hyphen. Okay. Now we have this credential and stuff. Everything is done. Now let's go to the next one. Schedule the backup. The next task is to schedule the backup. Let's schedule the backup. So system and because it doesn't have any work log, so I need to capture the screenshots only. Again, go to settings. Alright, schedule the backup again. We go to the screen, same screen. That's our landing page for the backup system config. And go into backup and restore. So I didn't show you the console, isn't it? So the steps for scheduling the backup. System settings, backup and restore. Backup and restore, yeah, we are here. System backup page, yes, we are in the system page. Backup, now we need to click on backup. See, this is the option we need to click, backup. Alright, backup. So the name of the backup schedule. This is a schedule, so I think it will not accept this either. So, but anyway, I'll give it a try. I'll say now and periodic. Its destination is remote desktop. See if it accepts, fine. Otherwise, we will give a new name. The days will be 1 day 00. So I'm going to keep 1 days as the repeat interval. So the what Oracle says is, if you keep repeat interval as 1 days, your backup period is 1 day. The first backup will be a full backup, and for next 7 days, it will be a cumulative incremental backup. On the 7th day, it will be a full backup again, and it repeats. But then with the backup interval of 8 days, every backup will be a full backup, they say. So I don't find the reason. And if it mention the backup hours 12 hours, repeat is first backup will be immediate, and for the next 12 hours there will be cumulative incremental backup, and the 13th backup, 13th hour, I think it will take a full backup. Likewise, the repeat interval they are scheduling. So 12 hours makes sense. 8 days and 1 days, I don't know why it's so. So 1 day, every 7th day only a full backup. With the 8th day, 8 days one periodical backup. Every day is a full backup. I don't understand that. But what Oracle says is you need to keep your backup um, less than or equal to 1 day maximum as a backup period, the repeat interval. Right, let's click create schedule. Let's see what happens. Invalid name should be on 120 character length. It's not 120, but underscore is only accepted, not hyphen. So I'll keep underscore instead of hyphen. Oracle keyword, right, underscore vault 2 host name, underscore backup schedule 1. Otherwise I'll just say remote because it's not conflicting with any other machine. Remote backup schedule 1, shared 1. So similar to the dist one. Right, let's take a screenshot. Then we are gonna click the schedule again. Cannot start a backup in the past. Okay, now let's see if it okay, it did. So when you click on next, ensure the time is getting automatically populated and you do the schedule submission immediately. Otherwise it thinks we are submitting the backup job in the past. Alright, so the backup is ongoing. I should see what Oracle says is every single backup will be one single file. Alright, OKV init backup, some file came. Earlier you saw, right? It was null directory. We just saw sometime before. The backup status I told you, I showed you. It's ongoing. Going backup. So this is how it is initiated. Let's see if there is an IO happening between the machines. So there is no disk IO yet on the, yeah, there is a disk IO on GC, but not on the D drive. D drive is where the backup is going to. Check the VM activity. This is the VM where we are taking the backup. So let's check the VM backup status. So let's see, settings. All right, let's see this. Okay, let's give it few minutes. I'll check and wait, let you know for a few minutes. I'll watch and then let you know. All right, you can see here the activity page. And this is what I was looking for. Vault 2 and Vault 3 both were up from the same time. You can see here it read already 10 GB worth of disk, and it's keeps sending data out. So network up is 1 or 2 MB and it's keep increasing. But anyway, I don't see any VM activity on the target machine. So anyway, we'll just keep an eye. I don't know how long this is gonna take and if my capacity that I have allocated is only 28 GB is sufficient or not. Reason is, and this is Vault 2. So if you see here the size of this total allocation, the largest one is 120 GB has 34 GB disk space allocated or consumed. There are other space which are also consumed. So we need to see if it's able to accommodate overall backup into within this 28 GB. If it does compress and so on, I will know at the end of the backup operation. But 28 GB is very huge for my machine, my laptop. So it will take definitely some time. I'll pause the video here and I'll let you know once the backup is finished. So ongoing backup. So the status is ongoing. So that's what you should know. And it has other three statuses: done, past, active. Active means backup is scheduled to start. When the schedule window passes, backup will get started. Like for us in our case, it was now. So second is past. Past means the backup will never start even after the backup schedule window is passed. So it will not start any backup to the particular destination. whichever you have scheduled or whichever schedule you have passed it. Ongoing, yes, it's an in progress backup. Done, the backup is completed. That's it. So that's what it's done means. So in ongoing backup, if you restart the VM, will get interrupted. So if at all you want to make a VM restart while the backup is ongoing, it is better to pause the backup and then go with the VM restart. Okay, that's what Oracle says. So let's check an ongoing backup. Okay. So I don't know if you get any more details. If you go here, you see pause, resume, and so on. You have an opportunity to change the backup schedule now also. You can make a schedule change if at all you want to change it. But you cannot change anything else like remote destination or anything for an ongoing backup. So this is known. Fine, let's wait for the backup to finish and I'll let you know. So it gives a summary on type of backup, one day, once periodically, schedule start time, and when did it exactly started. Last backup time, last full backup time, all the information that we need. Alright. There are any errors, it shows that. And are there any summary? I want to see if any actions are happening on the machine. Does it show any summary for the actions? No. Rewrite pass one. Okay, fine. Doesn't show anything related to that. Fine. Let's keep it in progress and I'll let you know once the activity finishes. Alright, so it took very less time only. The backup finished. You can see we started at around 13:14, isn't it? The backup 13:14, 7 minutes only, and the size of the backup is 1.4 GB, and that's very much clearly visible in the network up total, which was 1.49 GB. So I already checked it. These are the three files it gets started. 1.4 GB for the backup. 4 GB, and the backup file, the catalog file contain 21.9. This is the time the backup got kicked off, and this is a periodic full backup, full some sort of signature it stores. Now if we go to the take a screenshot, backup finished. Let's take a screenshot. Okay, so we'll save this information as well. And we go to the system and then settings and backup. You see now there is a completed backup. Scheduled time is 16 September 15:14. Next start time is September, same time 15:14. Last backup was 15:21. Last full backup 15:21. The details about the last full backup is at the bottom. You cannot do anything with this finished backup. So this is the information about the backup. So it's very quite simple and straightforward. So please, we will, and the size of the backup is also not so huge, so we should be able to survive with it. All right. So this is how we perform the backup. So we capture the screenshot. So I hope you really like this video. In case you want to add more servers, so let's say for instance I have two multi-master nodes, right? So I go into here, I go to the other node, I just do the same here as well. I take one more machine's backup because it was just 1.4 GB, so I wanted to take one more backup. So just give me a minute. Let's go here. I'll just show you what did I do quickly. So what I will do in case if I need to schedule multi-master backup, I need to schedule backups for both. So I don't know which machine will go for task, right? So if it is in a multi-master setup, if one of the machine is having backup and the other one is gone for a task, you can actually always recreate the other machine. But I'm still concerned. Reason Oracle mentioned in one place where they say that the place where the endpoint is registered. So which with whichever in the multi-master machine you used it for registering the endpoint, that machine has some significance in the cluster setup and in the usage. So we need to be very careful with it. So you see here the alerts of there were 4 alerts outstanding in the earlier. Now we have only 2 alerts, and it says no successful backup for only Vault 3. Vault 2 no more having any problem. So we go here. I schedule the backup now for Vault 3. That's the multi-master setup, right? So go to the settings, go to backup restore, manage backup destination. First step is to create the destination. Create destination name. So we say it's a remote, it's the same, nothing differs, just the name of the destination, everything is going to be same as the other one, because this is a different mission altogether. Remote destination one, SCP, policy and change, nothing. And this one IP address only you keep as well here. We just need to create a folder there. So go here, create a new folder. I'm showing you live now. I'm going to create a destination folder with this particular name, Vault 3 and backup destination 1. So there, created and this empty. So multi-master setup I'm just doing it, multi-master backup Oracle, and it's a password based one. Hardly take few minutes. Save this. Now let's go to the, so now we have the destination. Let's go to the system setting. So system backup again, backup schedule. We want to create a schedule, so the schedule name will be the remote schedule backup schedule 1, because it's not going to be different. And we will click the now at the end, otherwise it will become a problem. So it's a periodic backup, 1 day once, and now schedule. That's it. Not local backup, remote backup. Schedule in cluster mode because the backups can only be restored to a standalone server. Okay. Alright, it's a new learning. I didn't notice it was a local backup we picked up. Alright, so let's see, it's a remote backup. Periodic remote destination. Okay. Let's see. Let's see where we stand. Let's see if there is a file created here. Yep, there is a file created here. We'll keep observing the status and let you know when the backup finishes. So that alert also goes away. It just takes only 5 minutes. So like we'll keep it. Alright. So I was just checking the backup alert and it was no more there. I think the backup finished. And you can see here, I just saw the backups were created, completed as of 15:35. And you see this is, oh, this is destination 1. Let's go to the other one. Vault 3, right? So yes, Vault 3 destination 1. And you can see the size of the backup is again 1.4 GB. So we took in a multi-master node, we took individual nodes backup as well. And what this file has, this is a catalog file, and it says by when the backup started, 16 14 30. Okay, 14:30 2:30, I think this. Okay, fine, that's as per the OKV clock, 14:30, and it finished at 14:35 as per its time. This is a signature, unique signature of the backup. I think it says OKV periodic full backup. Let's go to the backup and check the backup schedule. Settings, I'll go into the backup and restore, and we can see run count 1 backup is active, which means that the next backup schedule as per its schedule it will run, which is next schedule is 17 September. Start time, last full backup completion was 16 September 15:36. Here it says all in 15 there in the actual log it shows 1 hour behind. So this is one thing that I had, guys. The OKV is always running in UTC, and the web console will show you everything in your local laptop time zone. Okay, so this is complete as well. In the multi-master setup, we secured master other node backup. Alright, it's complete as well. Fine, so this is done. This is it, guys. So I think we covered sufficient information about backup. Now we are going to see restore next. We will try restoring the machine. What I learned from Oracle is that in a multi-master setup, if all the nodes are lost only, then you have to think about restore, like I was thinking in the past. If one node is only lost, you will create another empty node and then make it as a slave for the other node. But I wanted to really see how it works, because there is only one read write pair that is allowed to have. If one node is lost, the other node will actually automatically become read only restricted mode. So we need to add another node until it becomes the action node. I think there will be some force deletion option or something to reuse the node ID, but we need to really see how it exactly happens. Even in the passive and active passive configuration also, it's the same situation. So you cannot create a new, you cannot restore it until all the nodes are lost. So we will see two scenarios: one node lost, and the second scenario, both nodes are lost. So we'll simulate those two, and then we'll see how it works. Okay, thanks for staying with me until now. This is again uh, DB Valent channel, and sorry, how to Valent channel and DB Valent stream. If you really like this video, give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and subscribe to how to Valent channel. Thank you all. Bye.